Hello world, my name is Emerald, and if you're seeing this, I guess I posted it. I opened this way because at the time of recording, I'm not sure how this video is gonna go, if I'll want to upload it, or if I'll even finish filming it. I am conflicted because tonight I am watching Twilight. Now, I am nothing if not honest. I am a Sagittarius, so more often than not, I'm too honest. And as much as I loathe to admit it, back in my middle school days, I was a Twilight girly. I had merch. It was all I would talk about for like 2 years. And only just a few months ago did I get rid of the Twilight Rocks pillow I made in 8th grade art class. I actually went to see this movie, the Twilight midnight premiere in theaters, which got a detailed write-up in my fuzzy 8th grade journal. I also went to the midnight book release of Breaking Dawn. My poor mother got dragged to a lot of midnight Twilight events, and as a not even 27-year-old who gets sleepy at 10:30 p.m., I don't know how she did it. And I know in recent years Twilight has had its renaissance, and it's not like so uncool to like it. I don't know. Once the spell had been broken and the hype wore off freshman year of high school, and I realized that Twilight was far from the height of cinema and even farther from the height of literature, I just was never able to go back. And all that is part of the reason why I'm not sure how tonight is gonna turn out, but the even bigger part is that boy do adolescent cringy middle school intrusive thoughts got hands. But there is one thing that I have now that I did not have to battle my demons at 13, and that is alcohol. I figured that if I was going to be revisiting the Twilight saga, it would be fun to have a drink themed to each movie to help get me through. Note, I am not getting drunk on the internet. That would be a professional nightmare. And also, this is all in good fun. Do not use alcohol to wash away the things that haunt you. Okay, disclaimer over. Back to the intro. To really get into the middle school vibe, I'm filming this at night. Why the lighting so bad? To give it a fun sleepover feel. Now let me vampire run to get ready. Ta-da! I am very pale in high school. For this first movie, I will be drinking a Dirty Shirley because it's red and vampires drink blood. I'm a creative. I'll also be snacking on Twizzlers because they're red and yummy. And if you prefer red vines, well, it's not too late to repent and find God's light. Now, you may be wondering, Emerald, if your drink is red and your snack is red, then why are the lights behind you blue? Good question. If you have seen this movie, you already know. And if you haven't seen this movie, you will soon find out that it is all about the blue tint. Alright, enough preamble. Let's get this rockin' and rollin' because it is 10 o'clock. And like I said, we're about a half hour until I get sleepy. So I wasn't kidding. I might fall asleep on camera. This movie is 2 hours. That is much longer than I remembered it being. Why is it 2 hours? I don't think it needs to be that long.
But dying in the place of someone I love seems like a good way to go.
Would I give up my life for somebody I love? I think so. Why am I jump scaring at this? It's embarrassing.
And her new husband.
Guys, come on, I love you both. We got a plane to catch.
I want to know what Phil's, version of events of this whole entire saga is. Forget Sad Boy Edward's Midnight Sun. What is Phil's story? What is Phil's narrative? The people want to know. The people are me. Man, I moved out of Jersey to LA to get to the heat. Nah. In the sun, you would not catch me in a rainy, dreary place. Charlie's a homie. I too was a child of a split parent household and spent 2 weeks each summer with my dad. I got to go down the Jersey Shore though, so sucks for you, Bella. Is this a father-daughter movie? Let's debate. Give me the Billy and Charlie backstory too while we're at it. Let's just have a series of the dads.
Your homecoming present.
That's so nice of him. He's such a nice dad. When I first read this book, I actually didn't like it. 7th grade, so probably 2007, people were starting to read it and talk about it. I remember reading the first few chapters and I did not like it at all. And I stopped. And then everyone was like, oh, you have to keep reading it. It's so good. And so then I went back and I wound up finishing it and got into it. But it's so funny because never in all my years, not in middle school, high school, even college, never once was peer pressured into drinking or doing drugs. but I was peer pressured into reading Twilight. Sound off in the comments which one you think is the worst influence. Oh my god, his hair. His hair is so 2009. She's so bad at gym class.
I told them not to let me play.
Girl, you don't get to sit out of gym class just because you can't play. Okay? We all have to suffer. See, the thing about me is I am not athletic and I will hit the ball in the wrong direction, but I am also competitive. So I will go hard. That ball going in the wrong direction is gonna go hard in the other direction. Oh my god, it's in a good track!
Speedo padding on the swim team.
Actually, that's a good one.
Is it though? Oh my god. Oh my god, here they come. I can't. Why are they walking in slow motion?
I'm not even sure that's legal. Yes, they're not actually related.
It's still
They
weird.
live together. It's weird.
Oh. Anna Kendrick, so true.
Jasper, the blonde one who looks like he's in pain.
If their mission was to say inconspicuous, siblings dating is not inconspicuous. Save it for when you're home. You got all like 24 hours in a day. Why is the sad boy coming in last? So far behind everybody else to make the dramatic entrance.
But apparently nobody here is good enough for him.
He hasn't found another sibling yet. Bella is a friend when you're like, don't be obvious, but look behind you. Did he have to look so dramatically revolted? He's covering his nose. Do they just like intensely stare at each other the entire movie? They're gonna intensely stare at each other the entire movie! Why does he look like he's gonna throw up? He's got nothing in his stomach. Oh my god, what if he just like projectile vomited blood all over the classroom? That would be dope.
Hey, Bella. Yeah, you remember me? I played Santa one year.
Yeah, Waylon, she hasn't had a Christmas here since she was 4.
I bet I made an impression, though, didn't I?
You always do.
Butt crack Santa?
But tell me more about your school. Now, what are the kids like?
Are they being nice to you?
There's one guy, and I smelled so bad that he wanted to move classes.
And the next day, another no-show.
He smelled so bad, he had to leave town.
More days passed. Things were getting a little strange.
Maybe he's on vacation. Girl, chill. So what did he do? Did he just like plug his nose up?
Hello?
It's me.
Proface.
Do you mind if I, look? It's Proface.
Like I said.
Okay, it's a group project. We both check. I'm checking on everybody for I don't trust nobody. Start the trust issues counter again. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Why are you doing that?
It's the fluorescence.
That's gonna be my answer to every awkward question from now on. It's the fluorescence. Just parkours away. Did nobody see him run?
I was standing right next to you, Bella.
No.
Gaslighter.
Well, nobody's gonna believe you. So. Can't you just thank me and get over it?
Thank you.
Don't say thank you.
Well, then I hope you enjoy disappointment.
That is a lie. I hope you enjoy disappointment. He is gaslighting her, gatekeeping the knowledge of vampires. But Bella will girl boss her way on Google to discover the truth. While she's asleep? That's so creepy. Creepy just in general. But then you add on the fact he has the audacity to lie. And one thing is like, okay, he's trying to keep himself and his family safe. Sure. But then you don't get to go in her room. No. No.
You at least watch where you walk.
He's not nice to her.
Rude all the time. I just think it's the best way.
Just don't talk to her.
We shouldn't be friends.
Then stop talking to her. Just get a job. Leave her alone. Hey, did the thing.
It means if you were smart, you'd stay away from me.
She is, homie. She's literally making a salad, not approaching him at all. And he just keeps coming up to her. You should stay away. Okay? No, like really stay away from I'm just making my salad for stay away. He can literally accomplish his goal by just sitting down and eating his sandwich or whatever he brought. To fake eat.
Radioactive spiders and kryptonite.
Close?
Everybody's going to the beach. Come.
Why would you want to hang out with him? What has he done to entice friendship?
I keep thinking that Eric's gonna ask me to the prom. He just doesn't.
Bella's like, okay.
Take control. You're a strong, independent woman.
Here. My glasses love this journey for me because I'm manifesting a good journey. Why are they hunting in like proper clothing? An old school Google, guys. We were in the trenches.
I'm going to the prom with Eric. I just asked him. I took control.
I told you that would happen.
Bella, what do you think?
Obviously, we know she wants to go to the bookstore. Like, she just used them for a ride. She didn't even make an attempt to do like the friendship half of the trip.
Don't touch me.
No, because why did Stephanie Meyer have me thinking, the way she described this car, had me thinking at 12 years old, Volvos were like this advanced sports car? I was like, yeah, you know, you got your Ferraris, your Lamborghinis, your Volvos. Like, I was really thinking this was Fast and the Furious. We're gonna see Vin Diesel driving down the road in a Volvo. Okay, but on their end, this rando dude just got out of a car and growled at them. Why is he off-roading in the Volvo?
I feel very protective of you.
That doesn't excuse stalking.
And then you, nothing.
You are dumb. You have no thoughts in your head.
The strength. Stay away from you anymore.
Don't.
What is appealing to her? Like, what does she find appealing about the stalking? Oh, what am I missing? What was that Zoom? Why did she have like visions? Is she that so ravening? What the hell? Oh my god, this movie went on for 2 hours. If half of it wasn't spent in just turn your head and look. Just turn your head and look.
Pale white and ice cold.
Oh my god, the cinematography, the spin.
Say it out loud.
Oh,
Vampire.
what? No, it just got low iron. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you? Ah! What are these effects? Run, 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 show. I give you a backpack while you run.
This is what I am.
It's like diamonds.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
Look at these earrings. They look like they're gonna murder you. Shake you with the back.
I'm the world's most dangerous predator.
Sharks. Bears.
I wanted to kill you. Human's blood so much
No.
in my life.
You gotta run. Why? Why? I feel like we never establish a connection between them. What do they talk about? Besides, like, death. What do they have in common? What do they bond over? Did they jump straight to love and missed all the actual romance? Stephanie Meyer had written this where they had bond or friendship leading up to this. I actually have, like, a reason to believe that she would stick around. But up to this point, why? Why?
Personal brand of heroin.
No, because it's the way that I know they thought they did something with that line, and all they did was give creepiness.
Now I'm afraid.
Some dumbass reason like she's gonna lose him.
I'm only afraid of losing you.
You dumbass.
So the lion fell in love with the lamb.
So one time I met and spoke with the woman who edited this movie. It was very interesting, her insight into it. This movie was one of the first examples of like the internet and social media playing a role. Obviously there had been lots of message boards, things like that before 2008. MySpace and Facebook were really taking off, and so when making the movie they were seeing people post on the internet and being like, I hope that this is included, and I hope that this scene is included. And it actually like influenced the writing. And if I remember correctly, she actually used the meadow scene as an example, and she was saying how they either weren't writing it in or weren't sure if they were going to include it. But so many people, because like if you've read the book, it's such like a big scene, so many people were like, oh, I can't wait to see the meadow scene. So they were like, oh, I guess we gotta include this meadow scene.
I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him.
The sunniest. Isn't technically sunlight like hitting him right now?
Dying of Spanish influenza.
Does this mean we're getting Twilight in another like 100 years? Round 2 for someone who was turned during COVID.
You're never fully satisfied.
They will never be satisfied. They will never be satisfied.
There are others out there, and we run into them from time to time.
The real Jets and the Sharks moment. The blur. Stop with the parkouring.
I'm gonna take you to my place tomorrow.
Wait, like with your family?
Then they'll eat you. It's your Bye.
Is she even Italian?
Her name is Bella.
Sure, she'll let it go.
Jesus Christ.
I would become the meal.
Why would you say it like that?
Oh, you do smell good.
Bella.
It's okay, Jasper. You won't hurt her.
Not until a few months from now. It's a cool visual, but I will never understand why they redo a high school. Just go to college. Get a bunch of different majors. Get a bunch of different jobs. What kind of person wants to relive high school? I think that makes them more evil than the murderous vampires.
No bed?
You better hold on tight, spider monkey.
Until we go upstairs, I want to hear what they're talking about. Like, what conversations do they have? There's so many bearded men just watching our table. Could you stop the breathing? I'm so looking forward 5 movies from now when she's a vampire and she can stop with all the breathing.
Forks is growing on me.
Did a guy have anything to do with that?
Yeah.
I hate that her mom hears that she's enjoying her new town, and her first thought is, oh, it must be a boy. And I hate it even more that she's right. Jesus Christ.
Do you do that a lot?
Just the past couple of months.
No. 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 Immediately no.
I like watching you sleep.
No. In the words of the prophet Jojo, leave. Get out. Right now.
The American pastime.
Are you ready for God's gift to cinema? That is the baseball scene.
My monkey man.
What the hell is this family's obsession with monkeys? Why? Why do they try to play it like it's a premonition? Like, that's so Raven had her visions early in the day or days before. What good is I'm psychic? I could see things happening 2 seconds before they happen. That's useless. It's useless. You can run fast. Just beat off, grab Bella, and go. I really hope that they're on Heelys. I like to imagine that they're on Heelys. Didn't I would say for Bella to get behind him so you know they can't really see her clearly? I see that her eyes aren't vampire eyes. She's just standing in a lineup like a dumbass. Like cats.
We can do more stuff together.
Sorry. This is what playing sports does.
Bella's with Edward. She's part of this family now.
Okay, it's been like a month. Big word. Honestly, Rosalie's probably the only person in this entire franchise that ever makes sense most of the time.
Bella, you are my life now.
It's the way that I thought this entire chase sequence was like the most thrilling thing I ever read in my life. But it's not a hall of mirrors. It's just a studio with mirrors all on the wall.
We're gonna make a little film of our time together. I chose my stage well.
Film major.
Tell him to avenge him.
He's not an Avenger. He's Batman.
You're alone.
First Marissa Cooper, then Bella Swan. I wish it had had this much action throughout the entire movie. This is fun. Would he just rip out?
Remember who you are.
Okay, Mufasa. How'd they start the fire? Like dancing around the fire? Does this one have a sprinkler system? That's very unsafe.
Her blood is clean. You're killing her.
How does he know that?
Stop.
He's asleep. He never leaves.
She just fake being asleep.
And he fell down 2 flights of stairs. Went through a window.
Who would believe this though? Nobody.
We can't be apart. You can't leave me.
These two need a lesson on boundaries.
Alice lent me the dress. Cass is...
Gucci.
Jacob.
What did you do in the woods? Here we go. Can we take a moment to appreciate that Kristen Stewart is now a Academy Award nominated actress. Robert Pattinson has been in many critically acclaimed films, and Taylor Lautner is marrying someone with the same name as him.
I leave you alone for 2 minutes, and the wolves descend.
Between this movie and A Cinderella Story, I anticipated finding lit up gazebos much more in my life. I've never seen one. I forgot these randos were there too. Oh, no, they're weird. We gotta go.
I want you. Always.
You're 17 and you know I'm like 3 months.
I dream about being with you forever.
Forever. Did not enough just to have a long and happy life with me.
No, the superpowers though. I remember that this last chapter was called Impasse because it taught me what an impasse was. I love that she dressed up just a spy. Love the drama of it. Love a commitment to a theme. So that's it. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but that was mainly because it was more boring than I remember. It was a lot of staring. The baseball scene was good. All very exciting things, but it would have been nice if they had spread some of those more exciting sequences out more, besides just like 2 seconds here and there seeing the bad guys corner somebody. Other than that, it was just a lot of staring and nonsensical dialogue. I will say, in Twilight's defense, because I like to be the Elle Woods and play, advocate. I remember when it first came out and it was like first popular, a lot of people brought up the fact that it gave other vampire stories and Dracula like a bad name or made a joke out of it. And I've read Dracula several times. I actually vlogged it last year. You can check that out. And Dracula is one of the funniest books I've ever read. I think it's very fun. It's got its goofy moments, and Dracula doesn't really do that much. So maybe other vampire stories, but Dracula in particular, I don't think this really touches on too much. Next up is New Moon, and I'm thinking for that one, I'll drink wine because I go to Italy. What drinks do you think of when you think the Twilight Saga? I'm thinking the last one might be like an LIT or something that's just like a hot mess. But I don't know. I don't know. So if you have suggestions, let me know. Let me know if you're a Twilight stan, if you're someone who thrived during the Twilight Renaissance, and if you're someone like me who revisited it, cringe at the nostalgia. That's gonna be the end of this sleepover movie night. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. See you in the next one. Good night. It's so fun.